In this video, which will be a quick video, I will show you how to manage users in Linux using the command line. We will cover user creation, deletion, modification, password setup. These are core tasks every sysadmin should know. To create a user named Muhammad, for example, you would use the command useradd and then the username. But you need to add in the beginning a sudo because you, you need to elevate privileges in order to add a user. You will be prompted for your password, but in my case, I just used sudo. That's why I was not prompted for a password. So the next thing we need to do is define a password for this user. So we would do passwd sudo passwd and then the username. So let's define a password for the user Muhammad. I will do a short, weak password, and Linux is going to warn me that it is a bad password, but it's okay. I will just retype it because this is just a lab, and my password is updated successfully. So here, the useradd command adds a user, and the passwd command define a password for a specific user. In Linux, a user has to have a shell and a home directory defined by default. We did not specify this in the useradd command, so these will be created by default. To check this, we can cat the /etc/passwd file where the users are stored or the user information are stored. Sorry, this is a slash. Yes, so the last line here is the user Muhammad. So this is the username, this is the user ID, group ID, this is the home directory under /home, and this is the default shell /bin/sh. If you want to define a custom home directory or a custom shell, we can do that in the useradd command by adding additional options. Similarly, you can modify a user using the command usermod. For example, if we want to add a comment to the user Muhammad, we do this by using the option -c and then typing our comment, IT specialist, for example, and of course the username. Also, we can add a group for the user Muhammad using the usermod command. So we do sudo usermod -ag, and I will explain what ag means. Sudo and then the username. So here A means append, so we will be appending this group to the already existing groups of the user Muhammad, and G means just the list of groups. So we will append a group which is sudo for the user Muhammad. Hit enter and this will be done for this user. So the -c option adds a comment or a description, and the -ag adds a user to the sudo group. Now, if we want to check this change, we can type ID Muhammad. And as you can see, we have the user ID, the group ID, the list of groups Muhammad and sudo. The group Muhammad is a group created by default, which is the main group for this user, and it has the same name as the username. Another way to check what we have just changed is using the get ent command, space passwd space the username. And this is a line from the passwd file under etc. So as you can see, it is the same line we saw earlier, but with the addition of this comment, IT specialist. And this way you can modify anything for this user or any other user. For example, similarly, you can change the shell using the -s option, or you can change the home directory using the -d option. If you want to delete this user, you can use in a similar way the command userdel. So userdel and then the username, and this will delete the user. If you want to delete the home directory and the mail spool for this user, you add the option -r and hit enter. Of course, we need spaces between the command and the other options. And that's it. The user should be deleted. So now if I run ID Muhammad, I should get no such user. So the user is deleted. So that's a quick overview of user management in Linux. You will find the commands and notes that I have used here in my GitHub repo.